In this video, I will show you how to reduce the chance of missing the shot that you've worked so hard to get. Have you ever found yourself in a wonderful setting with perfect lighting? Your subject shows up only to miss the opportunity because you weren't ready? Well, if you're watching this video, you already know wildlife photography can be very unpredictable, to say the least. You know it can leave you very frustrated even after lots of preparation. So you've done all your preparation, that bird or that animal that you've been pursuing, he shows up and you're ready to get that great shot. But the challenge still remains to get that focus in the head area and most importantly on the eyes. However, if you watch your subjects closely, you'll notice that over time they develop habits, and you will learn the habits of your subjects simply by watching them. And for instance, a deer, when they have their head down grazing, they will always periodically lift their head and look for danger. And a lot of times they'll look in several directions. So how can you be ready? The center focus point is always the snappiest to get on the subject. So what I'll do is I'll put that on the back of that animal when its head's down grazing. And that way my lens is in that focus range. It's going to be really close to where it needs to be. So when he lifts his head, I'm ready with my thumb on the back button focus to fine tune that right on his eye. And then my shutter finger's ready to fire. And I like to call it pre-focusing. I mean, it's probably not a real term. I don't think it is, but I like the terminology. So I'll pre-focus on that animal's back. Then I know at least my lens is in that range. It's not hunting on trees in the background or grass in the foreground. It's really close to where it needs to be when I go to do that final fine tune when I take the shot. Now here I was filming for the sake of making this video, and ultimately I missed the shot of this deer snorting. But as you can see, I was pre-focused and my lens had very little searching to do to quickly focus on the head and eye area. That would have been a cool action shot, but maybe next time. Bears will also lift their heads and will often look around in all directions before luring again. Setting up bird feeders in a predetermined position is key. Birds will consistently stage on a limb near the feeder before going in. In some cases, larger birds will stage in a different location than smaller birds, simply because smaller birds can perch on very thin branches. Look how many times these birds perched on the same branch just in a matter of seconds. So the trick here is focus on the branch first. That way you will have your camera lens very close again to where it will need to be to nail that sharp shot. I will raise the camera slightly to get that center focus point pointed in the direction where I believe the bird's head is going to be when it lands on the branch. Even with this technique, if the animal or bird moves suddenly, you can still end up in a position where your lens is focus hunting. So if that be the case, find something like the branch, especially with birds. Nail that again with your center focus point. That's going to bring you back in range. Now, if you're out in the field, like in the situation you're seeing here with the deer, you can pre-focus on the grass in front of you, and then you can lift your camera back up, and you'll at least be able to see a blurry silhouette of the deer, and then you can hit your focus button again and reacquire focus. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. You found these tips helpful. Consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you won't miss the future episodes. I really appreciate you coming along. I appreciate your support, and until next time, take care.